to me that shit, Macon was just some work for him during the season to get him through the season.
I mean, you love to say that, but I don't think that's true. Some people are in a relationship and they cheat. Like, not every man who cheats, like, I could be in a whole relationship with a man and he does some cheating stuff and that means I'm just the work? Well, or does that mean that he cannot control himself and doesn't have the discipline enough to be in a monogamous relationship? Like, stop putting work on everybody. Because she was not no work. She was around his family. She was around, like, that's not work. And if men are bringing their work around family now and going to family dinners and integrating them into their life in that way, then men need to reconsider what work looks like, because you're the one getting work. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of The Truth After Dark. I am your host, Azar Faraday.
I'm your boy, Paul Pierce. What's happening?
What's happening? You got the slippers on today.
Yeah, I got the slippers on today.
They've been talking about them feet.
These feet is cracking. What you mean?
They've been in the comments like, I had to unsubscribe because I don't want to keep looking at these feet no more.
Well, you hating. That's hate. That's hate. Look at your man feet.
But it's men saying that. They don't want to see another grown-ass man feet.
Well, don't look.
They says you have it all in the camera. They can't help it. They big. Size 14.
Man, watch out. What's going on?
Anyway, so we all know that it's all over the internet. Meg the Stallion and Klay Thompson broke up.
Yeah.
For the people who haven't seen the information, mostly I'm sure everybody has, but Meg, she originally put on her story, cheating had me around your whole family playing house, got cold feet, holding you down through all your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during your basketball season. Now you don't know if you can be monogamous. Bitch, I need a real break after this one. Bye, y'all. And then Megan Thee Stallion confirms her split from Klay Thompson. Trust, fidelity, and respect are non-negotiables for me in a relationship.
Okay.
And it's over.
So she claiming Klay Thompson cheated on her. I mean, that's got to be a valid allegation if you're going to put it to the public. See, this is what I don't like. We put our relationships in the public eye, and then we put our breakups in the public eye. I don't really like that. You know, just exposing each other when, you know, two celebrities, and, you know, you don't have to put everything in the social media because it just opens up the door for nasty splits. And then there's a back and forth on Instagram, on social media. I mean, Klay ain't no back and forth, but it's just like, it get messy now. See, that's what I don't like. But it looked like to me that, shit, Macon was just some work for him during the season to get him through the season.
I mean, you love to say that, but I don't think that's true. Some people are in a relationship and they cheat. Like, not every man who cheats, like, I could be in a whole relationship with a man and he does some cheating stuff and that means I'm just the work? Well, or does that mean that he cannot control himself and doesn't have the discipline enough to be in a monogamous relationship? Like, stop putting work on everybody. Because she was not no work. She was around his family. She was around, like, that's not work. And if men are bringing their work around family now and going to family dinners and integrating them into their life in that way, then men need to reconsider what work looks like, because you're the one getting worked.
This is the thing. It's the to be in a relationship during the NBA season, it's kind of easy because you practice, you play, you in routine now, right? And it's like, shit, I'm tired, so I got my girl. It's cool. Look at the timing of all this, though, right? The season over. Damn, I'm outside. Like, he back outside. Like, right in time for the summer. I'm telling you, that's what that
validating, man.
No. I'm just saying. I'm not validating this cheating. I'm telling you, he was like, man, I don't know if I can do this, because now when the season's over and you ain't got to be at practice every day and you ain't got to travel for the game and you just at home, that's where the real test in this relationship comes when you in the league. It's like, damn, you're around each other way more. And, you know, when you're so used to, like, think about it, Klay has been, you know, I don't think he had no kids. Well, it's not confirmed right now he had no kids. So now you're like, man, I want to travel with the homies. I want to do certain ththings, and I can't. And this is not a validation or saying this is what happened. But it's like, man, when you've been doing this for so long, every summer, it's like, damn, now I'm like, guys lose their mind when they got to sit in the house all day. When you've been playing NBA and you've been traveling since like 7th grade all day, and when the summer comes, you want to kick in. Now it's time, family, friends, your boys and stuff. And it's just like, damn, he was like, you doing more. This is your free time and you want some free time. I'm just saying, like, it ain't validating it, right? I'm just saying, like, damn, it's hard.
It's so hard to be faithful for
It's not hard to be faithful, but I'm saying when you so used to being one way.
Y'all need to be single and stay single.
No, but
and
when
date
you used to one way, it's just like, damn, why? What a coincidence that this happened after the season.
You don't know when he cheated. He could have cheated during the season.
The breakup just went public now. The season been over for a month. This would have been came out.
No, let me tell you something about cheating. Women catch men cheating from months ago. You can catch up stuff from months ago. Done it, been there. You can. Men think it's over because they cheated 3 months ago. No, baby, I can find out and I can circle the block and see what's going on 3 months ago. When men are under pressure and stress, the first thing they decide to do is to cheat on the woman that's been holding them down. And it's so disturbing and disgusting to the point where, men, you're going through your season, you're stressed out, you're in the game, your head's in the game, you coming home, you feeling away, and you got a woman there that's holding you down, you buying a house with her, you're booed up.
Yeah.
Period. And you cannot run the play of Megan needed him for no money because she did not. So at the end of the day, let's be real. Men lack discipline when it comes to certain aspects and areas of their life. Period, point blank. And there's no excuse for that. Women go through periods once a month and we have every stress and mood swing you can think of. Oh, because I'm hormonal, I cheated because you don't understand how it feels to sit alone when you're going through that. Like, miss me with that. I don't care about any of that. Men are cheaters a lot of the time. Men always end up getting caught up and then they feel sorry and he probably is going to want and beg for her back. Guaranteed. So at the end of the day, I don't doubt that.
You public me in a relationship like that, I doubt it. I'm cool.
Yeah, well, think about old girl with Dwight. They're right back together.
But the thing is, I didn't, like, Klay cheated. Nobody knew about it until she said it, right? So he didn't publicly cheat on her because most men in the limelight, it'll come out publicly. Oh, we saw what's his name at the club with Wooty Whoop, or he was caught. Like, he didn't publicly embarrass her.
You embarrass me within my own right.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm embarrassed, now you embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't go for putting stuff on the internet. I would never do that. And I'm not messing with anyone who does that. And I will literally be so done with somebody. I think it's the corniest thing. But at the same time, where it comes to, okay, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. You're embarrassing. Men embarrass you. And the reason why a lot of women now decide not to post their man is because you don't want to be publicly embarrassed by these men no more. Period, point blank. Like, it's just embarrassing to be with a man. And I have no further comment on that.
Well, I'm going to tell you the truth about NBA players or even people in the limelight, like movie stars or football players. A lot of these hoes is seasonal hoes. And I ain't saying that's Megan, but a lot of these chicks be seasonal. It be cats that be talking to chicks during the season. Then after the season, won't talk to them all summer. They go live where they live. And then when the season start back up, they back in rotation. It could have just been seasonal for her.
So they're buying houses together and introducing to families. I can do all that. I'm cracking.
I can buy this house, sell it. I'm still living the dream. Like, he's still living the dream.
Yeah, that's so hurtful.
No, but it's not me saying this. This is not me. I'm telling you.
Who else is saying it?
Like, I'm telling you the reality of it. This is not saying that I did it, but I know guys that's just like, damn, I talked to her during the season because I'm traveling. I'll ship her on the road. And when the summer come, I'll see her when the season starts.
And this is not me saying you did it or coming at you. This is me saying that men have to stop inciting, making a woman fall in love with them and doing all the things with no real, like, there's no real expectation to love that woman. That is the most hurtful thing you can do to somebody. Bob Marley said it. I can't remember his exact quote, but do not ignite a love in a woman when you have no real, you're not gonna cherish it. You're not gonna protect it. And men are doing this and they're playing house. And that's why you have to be careful with these men and not be playing house with these men, because this is exactly what a man will say. She was just some work. Oh, okay. We bought a house together. We're with each other all the time. I'm there for you through hard shit. I'm there for you. I'm holding you down. I'm giving you my body. I'm doing all of these things. And you're telling me you love me. And you're telling me this. You're telling me this.
See, it's hard to be in a relationship. It's hard for a celebrity woman or like when you got two celebrities, it's hard for them to be like some work because it's like you out in public and people are chatting about it. It's in the vlogs. And it's like, well, let's just be together since we always seen together. So it's kind of like, if you dating, it's like, why are they dating? They should be a couple. It shouldn't be just like, they don't fling. So they just like, let's be together. Maybe that's something he didn't want. Maybe he was having fun. Like, it was fun at the time. I enjoyed it. It was an emotional high.
Did you look at any of their content? Did you see the things that he would say about her?
Yeah, they was over there cooking in the kitchen, in the bedroom, all of that. I seen all of that. It was fun. Like,
but it wasn't just fun. He was saying he loved her. He was talking about her and saying that she was changing him as a man and all of that stuff. So men in this work stuff, it's just crazy. Work is a hoe that you sleeping with and you might be paying her some bread. Like, stop. We're not going to transfer now.
Was he paying her some bread?
Who, Meg?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait, like, is that documented? He was giving her something a month?
No.
That's not documented?
No, Meg has money. She's rich.
I know she got money. But she don't got Klay Thompson money.
It doesn't matter. Like, the point is every man want to think every woman is after something from them. Half the time, they're gaining more than the woman is. Like, that's what you don't get. Like, you think money and material, that's nothing. When you're rich, here, cool. But a woman is sacrificing her body. She's sacrificing her time, her energy. She's putting her whole effort into a man. And she really believes this man is going to be her husband or someone she's going to build a legacy with and an empire with. And that becomes her life. Men don't understand that. So if you're not serious about a woman.
How you know he wasn't serious? I think he was pretty serious.
You just said,
He slipped
make
up.
it make sense. Which one did you just
He
say?
was serious at the time, and then he got unserious.
Okay, so you think cheating means you're unserious?
Or maybe he slipped up.
Okay. So at the end of the day, all I'm saying is you're changing what you just said, and I'm saying...
Have you ever been cheated on?
We know I have been cheated on.
Like, I feel like everybody's been cheated on, right?
Not everybody. I know some people who have not, but keep going.
You know, and maybe he slipped up and stuff. Maybe they was going through a rough patch. I don't know. You know, I don't know the whole details of it. Obviously, it was non-negotiable whatever happened. And she not playing that because, like, nobody wants to be publicly embarrassed. And she got ahead of the game before it came out. And, you know, nobody wants to find out publicly they've been cheated on that way. You know, so, you know, it looked like it was seasonal for him because for this to come out after the season and with all the free time is available, like right now after the season, this is where you're supposed to be during the playoffs. If you didn't make the playoffs, you're supposed to be traveling, going places with her. And, you know, you decided that wasn't the move.
Well, he been cheating. Like, it doesn't seem like it was just this was a cheating thing. Like once. And so he could have been cheating during the season. Men do a lot of different things that make no sense to women. So at the end of the day, hey, if you want to be a cheater, cool. Stop getting into relationships then.
Like, I don't think men go into relationships saying, I want to be with her, but then I know I'm a cheat. I think a motherfucker just like was really genuine about the relationship and then some shit happened. Like, you can't say don't get in a relationship if you're going to cheat. I'm not going to get into this marriage and I'm not going to get in a relationship thinking like, shit, I'm a cheat. No, ain't no man thinking that. You get into it with the best intent. I truly believe every man who gets into the relationship gets into it with the best intent. And then along the way, along the journey to see how far y'all gonna go, shit happens. You know?
I want to ask you this. If women are the problem, which is what you say and men say all the time.
I didn't say women are the problem.
The rhetoric for most men is women are the issue. Take no accountability. They're this. Then why do y'all want more than one all the time? Why y'all can't even live without one? You got to have multiple. You got to be cheating. You got to da-da-da-da. Like, if women are such the issue all the damn time, you need more than one?
Well, women are emotional with their needs. So for the most part, men don't understand what they need. We're visual. Like, you look at a girl and be like, oh, I can be with her. Like, that's insane when you think about it, right? Like, I was like, damn, I can see a girl on Instagram like, ooh, I'll make her my wife. Like, damn, like that's just how we are as men. And it ain't like we go into it with any emotions because like we said before, men will have sex with a girl and leave the emotions out. And it was what it was.
Well, you just said that a man will look at a woman and say she's her wife. Now the emotions are out. That's an emotional thing.
No, that's not. That's a visual because you don't even know the motherfucker.
Right, but
you just
saying
going off
someone is your wife.
Yeah, because you like the aspect of being with somebody that look and her vibe based on what you seeing. Like I can work with that. But then when you really get to the nitty gritty and you start getting to know a motherfucker, then you like, oh, this ain't what I thought it was. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, I think we move faster than women sometimes. You know, instead of like really like processing it out and really thinking, is this what I should do? Or really saying like, man, this is something I think I could be with the rest of my life. You really got to like evaluate it, you know? So, it is what it is. I hate that it was publicly done this way, but, it's unfortunate because you like to see Black love and, you know, two celebrities together giving us hope out there and goals. And then when it don't go right, it just takes the hope out of it a lot of times. So, hopefully, it don't get no more messier than it already was. And, the best of both of them.
And I don't think it's that people want to see two celebrities together. Like, we don't care about celebrities as much as y'all think. That's inspiring, though.
That's inspiring. Think about our celebrity couples. When you be like, when you're just a fan of certain people and you see them in a relationship, you're like, man, that's goals. I wish I could be like them, Jay and Beyonce, or Magic Johnson and Cookie. Like, them is goals. They didn't have their problems, but they stuck it out. Them is goals. You girls be goals.
Like, I don't think that. That ain't goals.
Like because you together like 20 years, that is goals. Why not?
But it doesn't have to be a celebrity. It could be any
it's like
couple.
Goals. Like, we are inspired by people who are up on a totem pole. That inspires us. Like, what inspires you? Like, what do we see on a day-to-day that's always in our face? It's inspiring when you see greatness in something. And it's like, for me, I was inspired by other great basketball players to become that. So like when you see other great relationships in the limelight, you like, damn, that's goals. And you just like,
I don't say that anymore because I don't think none of these relationships are goals. Everything that comes on the internet, it ends up being some BS.
Especially if you don't come from a family where the father and the mother is in a relationship and you haven't seen that and you didn't grow up around that. So where do you get that from? Who do you follow? Who do you know what I'm saying? If you don't have that in the household, it's like you look at it through other people's eyes and be like, damn, I wish I could be more. I wish I could be them. And that's how it is. So
yeah. I don't wish that to be anybody, but I get it. And I think that that's the thing. We have to stop glorifying these relationships online. Like Christy and Desmond, they were everything to everybody. We thought that they were so perfect. And that's the thing. Nobody's relationship is perfect, and you don't know what's happening behind closed doors. And I think this is what's wrong with society now. We're highlighting everything on the internet that is great and good, and it looks amazing. And we have no idea what's going on behind closed doors. So then women or men, they want to compare that. And when they don't have that, they're like, well, that's not what they have. So I'm bouncing, because it's not perfect like theirs. And then we have high turnover rates in these relationships because people don't realize there's actual work that has to be put in to be in a relationship. Relationships are mirrors to the things that you need to work on, period, point blank. So at the end of the day, a relationship is going to bring up trauma. It's going to bring up your triggers, and it's for you guys to decide to work through these or not. But we're not seeing that in these relationships. And some people are vulnerable enough to come on here or talk about their long-term relationships like D Smoke and Dondre and these people and say that that's what it's about. But a lot of these couples, you're just seeing the highlight reels and the TikToks and the cute little da-da-da-da. And then a lot of women, they were like, oh, get you a Klay Thompson because he's more of a corny guy and he's a sweet guy and he's a half white and he's da-da-da-da. And you think that. And because he looks like a corny dude. And so you're like, he's not the player type.
Taste fool you, baby.
He's not the player looking type. But the point is men are driven by their ego, and they are constantly needing attention from women. And it's really the truth. Men say women want attention all the time. Men need attention all the time. And that's why they cheat so goddamn much.